Hey, good morning. My name is Lee, and I just wanted to post about what has happened to me recently. And I got thinking about this last night, and I figured just making a video and telling people is better than writing it out. So, here in California, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have to wear these ridiculous looking freaking rags over our heads, as I'm sure many of you know. I actually got stopped by the police a few nights ago for not wearing it, so that's the reason I look like a gang member with the Bloods. Anyways, um, okay, so where do I begin? On March 10th this year, I lost my job. I started my job back in October. I was working on ballot initiatives and was going to be on actual real campaigns this year, like with political figures running for office. I started with the company, like I said, last October, and I did pretty well from the get-go. I actually started with them in Florida. They were doing some ballot initiatives there. I went to Ohio for a few weeks with them, and then back in California at the beginning of the year. So, needless to say, this is going to be a big year for us. Like our bosses have really hyped up 2020, like 2020 was going to be the year. Anyways, COVID-19 thing hit on March 10th. We lost our jobs. There's 1,100 people with this company, and they let everybody, not fired, but on vacation, an unpaid one. I don't have a savings. I have been living check to check recently. I was also living in hotels due to the fact that this job I was going to be doing was sending me all over the place. Like I said, I started in Florida. I worked in Ohio for a few weeks, and I was back in California in January, where I'm from, San Diego originally. But I've been all over the state since I've started with these guys. I mean, you name it, I've been there. I'm not even from Hesperia. Anyways, and when we lost our jobs, that meant I couldn't pay for a hotel room anymore. So I had been renting a car from a company out of San Diego, which I've been paying these guys religiously for the last going on 3 months, about 2.5 months. I had that vehicle. Actually, had 5 different vehicles through them. They loved me for a moment, not anymore. But anyways, lost the job, couldn't pay for the hotel anymore, and honestly, I didn't think this whole COVID-19 thing was real. I did not believe it. I'm sorry, I'm a skeptic, and I did not believe a plague taking over the world was actually real. I thought it was just a media hyped up thing. I was like, that's not real. We'll be back to work next week. Everything's gonna be fine. Everybody at my job liked me. My bosses liked me. I mean, they just kept talking about how big of a year this is gonna be, and I was really excited about it. I didn't believe COVID-19 was actually happening. So, that being said, not being able to pay for the hotel room anymore wasn't that really big of a deal. I kept the car. So, I kept the rental car and just put the rental car company off. I gave them excuses that I would come up with that were, no, not all that true, just to buy myself time, because I figured any day we'll be back to work. They're going to call and say, all right, they're done with this stupid coronavirus stuff, and guys are starting back up tomorrow. And I always come up with the money to pay for my stuff. I never not pay for my stuff. I don't know how I do it sometimes, but I come up with money for my obligations at the last minute sometimes. And with this company, I wasn't worried about money. They would give me in advance if I ever needed it. They liked me from the get-go. If I needed $500, oh, no problem. They'd send it to me Cash App. And I just didn't think this was going to happen. So, here it is. We're talking 17 days past due, the rental car, and I have fed these people more excuses than I possibly can imagine my entire life just to put them off, buying myself time. And they're tired of my BS excuses, and they want their rental car back. Well, I've finally come to the point where I'm not going to just give it back and be out in the cold. I'm sorry. I'm not going to voluntarily say, hey, okay, here's your car. I'm going to just go freeze now. While you take back the warm car that I have all my belongings and everything I own in, and has been keeping me safe and warm. No, I'm sorry. So I elected to keep the car. I took the GPS navigational system out of it, which I had done that weeks prior. It's quite easy to do, actually. I watched a few YouTube videos, and you're surprised what you can learn on YouTube. I took that out, and people wanted their car back, and day 18, they reported the vehicle stolen. Guy sent me an email telling me he'd done so. And that very next day, I went out to go get some food at Jack in the Box here in Hesperia. I had been sleeping over at the pilot station, parked on the back road there. And I was in the Jack in the Box drive-thru. I seen a Hesperia police officer at the light. Hoping he would run that tag. Got my order, got my food, went around the corner, and there he was. And within a minute, I had 8 Hesperia police officers around me at gunpoint demanding I get out of the car. Well, I ate my food real quick as I watched the other 7 police officers pull up, and then I complied with the officer's orders. Now I got charged with a felony, possession of stolen vehicle, and was booked into the San Bernardino County Jail for 3 days, and was released. So that happened. The car thing, I got arrested 2 weeks ago yesterday. I believe today's Wednesday the 15th. 2 weeks ago yesterday I got arrested, and then I was released 3 days later, and by the judge for free, and I have been on the streets of Hesperia, California, there in the high desert, freezing my ass off for the last 12 nights. Today is going on day 13. Everything I owned was in the car. I don't have any friends that have my back. I don't have any family. My family, I have asked them for help. Trust me, over and over and over and over again. They won't send me anything. They won't send anything. My mom paid for she paid for a hotel room for one night, but then they won't send me anything. They won't do anything. That's a difficult situation there. Anyways, the point is they're not helping. And so I get out of jail and I go to the homeless shelters in the area. There's one at the Greyhound station, and then there's another one in Hesperia here. They're no help. And when I get out, I don't even have a phone, mind you. I have nothing. I have the clothes literally on my back, and luckily I had my wallet with my driver's license in it. The police officer, when I was arrested, would not get anything out of the vehicle from me, not even my phone. So, I get out, I'm walking around, I go to these 2 shelters in the area, and nothing. They're not taking anybody. COVID-19. They're not even wanting to get anywhere near me, let alone let me in the shelter. I went to the Salvation Army. Salvation Army would not help me at all. That upset me a little bit, seeing as they're out every Christmas in front of every store collecting donations, and I'm sure they collect millions of dollars in donations every year. And they wouldn't even help me with making a phone call to my mother, who I was going to try to get money from. They wouldn't log on to my Gmail account for me, which I was going to give them my password and login info, to get a phone number and make a phone call to my mother and ask her, or let me talk to her. They wouldn't even do that. They tell me it's against company policy. Against company policy? Are you kidding me? Needless to say, they didn't help me. So last week was absolutely awful. I'm walking around the streets of Hesperia, California. There's a winter weather advisory that is put into place, and this coronavirus thing is hitting hard. It's just like, what is going on here? They got Walmart run like a corrections camp. Everywhere I go is closed down. I can't go into McDonald's. I can't go into Starbucks. I can't even hardly keep my phone charged. Which, the way I got a phone, So I was without one for 3 days. And one day last week when I was just trying to stay warm, I went around to all the cell phone companies, Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint, had my credit info ran, and I don't know how, but Sprint approved me for 2 lines with no money down. I was like, give me that phone. So I actually had to pay for the phone. By the grace of God, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's how I got the phone. So, anyways, I can't go in anywhere. Everywhere is closed. Everywhere. You name it is closed. So I've been to the 3 shelters. I've been to the San Bernardino County food stamp office trying to apply for general relief and food stamps. They're closed too. They told me to apply online, which I haven't done that, but I need to. I've applied for stimulus money from Donald Trump. I'm waiting for that. I don't have any update on that. I just logged on a little while ago to check, and it just says something to the effect that the IRS is still determining my eligibility. I've never in my life been treated so disrespectfully by fast food employees, gas station attendants, and Walmart, especially Walmart associates my entire life. I don't know what is going on out here. Everywhere I go, I'm just getting kicked to the ground. I'm like, get out of here, get out of here. Like I'm scum or something. Like, what is going on? Nobody will help me. Not a soul will help me. The worst part of it is I've been out here freezing my tail off. And I have to thank you. I made a post last night asking for a blanket, and I gotta thank Dawn. I can't remember her last name off the hand. I gotta look at my Facebook again. But Dawn, the girl that runs one of these groups, she was so sweet. I talked to her for several hours via Messenger. She just sat there and let me rant. And had her husband bring me $20, which thank you by the way, it was helpful to get me coffee this morning. $20, a nice warm blanket, which, oh my God, you have no idea how fantastic that was, getting this blanket. I swear I was dreaming about just being warm and having a warm blanket more than most dreamed about ever having a blanket in my entire life. I think I just was like, I just wanted to be warm, and I was just so desperate last night, and she helps me. And I'm kind of at a loss for words how grateful I am, because nobody's been nice to me out here at all. I don't know what's going on with people, why they're so mean, why they're so rude. I don't understand. This COVID-19 thing is weird, okay? It's just odd. And I don't like being out here. I don't want to be stuck out here. I don't know what to do. I'm not a bum. I don't want to do the bum life. I don't want to be anywhere near any other homeless people out here. They're weird. They're disgusting. They're nasty. They're all on drugs. And I don't know, but I just get really creeped out by them, and I don't want to be out here. I don't want to do this. My body is so sore. My bones ache. Everything aches on my body. I have no clothes. None. I have what's on what I'm wearing. Nothing. I have absolutely nothing. This COVID-19 thing has absolutely ruined my life. And nobody will help me. You know how many people I have helped? Especially, people I thought that I made friends with at my job. I would give people, a lot of people don't seem to have cars that were or licenses for that matter, that did what I did for work. Hey, people I would give rides to, that would pay me gas money or little favors here and there just because I'm a nice guy. One girl in particular, she called me when I was in San Diego about 2 days before we lost our jobs, actually, and told me that she had been fired from her job. She was in Sacramento, and that she had been homeless behind an A&P and gas station for 2 nights, and asked if I would please come get her and take her somewhere safe. I drove all the way from San Diego to Sacramento to go get her on my own dime, and back. I drove her to Fresno. So we're talking like 1,000 miles of driving. I'm paid for the gas. Also, she didn't have any money, so who fronted her cigarettes? We got weed. Food. I mean, all that shit adds up, and I can't even get anything. My own brother won't send me $20, which I'm having a really, really, really hard time out here. Nobody will help me. Everybody's rude. I'm getting kicked out of every place I go. I'm starting to lose my mind out here. I really am. I'm just going. I'm starting to lose control of myself because I'm the type of person that when you come out and talk shit to me, you talk to me like I'm some piece of crap, I fire back and stand up for myself. I've been doing that quite a bit recently, and I've had the police calling me more times in the last 13 days than I think ever in like the last 5 years. I have been charged with a felony crime, which I never in a million years, ever would have taken those people's car. It's just something I would never have done. I'm going to pay for the car. I do things that I don't like to do things wrong. I don't steal from stores. I have shoplifted more times than I've never been shoplifter before. I've stolen shit out of the stores just to eat. I have actually pondered doing things I never imagined possible, like watching videos on how to hotwire cars because I'm so cold, and going and taking one off a dealership lot or something. Like, I couldn't bring myself to ever hurt somebody, like take somebody's car that needs that. I couldn't ever do that, but the Ford dealership that's got 1 million of them and they can stand to lose one, yeah, no problem. But the fact that I'm even considering this or thinking about it is just not me at all. Like I said, I don't want to do the bum life. I have more chicks call me bougie and that I'm worse to go shopping with than a girl because I wear name brand clothes. I like to dress nice and look nice, and I like the good. I won't drive cars that are more than a few years old. I'm bougie, and this, sleeping outside. I was at the car wash over by the Hesperia McDonald's or Walmart last night, and the car wash was closing, and the girl that's working, I overheard her say, "I was just a homeless guy over there," because I had my phone plugged into the outlet that's out there. And mind you, you can't find those outside either. They won't let you go in anywhere, and they have jerked all the outlets out of the ground outside. There was one that I knew of that I found, and she said, "Oh, it's just the homeless guy over there." I was like, "Oh my God, did she just call me the homeless guy?" Guys, I don't know what to do. Please. Like, I'm not wanting for handouts or anything. I need a 1-up. I got a valid driver's license. If I get this stimulus money, my plan is to buy a crappy car and do Grubhub and then the other. I'm gonna apply for all the food delivery apps and deliver food. I thought about Uber and Lyft, but they're not. Who's going anywhere? They're stay-at-home orders. The bar, everything's closed, so that's not a good idea. Food delivery is the way to go right now, but I need a car. I need a vehicle. I need a car. That's it. I need $500, well, maybe an $800 car. I need this $1,200. Trump, come on, man, send it to me. Hurry up. Guys, please help me. Please. I don't know what to do. I don't want to be out here. I don't want to do this. And this COVID-19 shit has just really ruined my life. Please help me. Thanks for your time.